Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the final game of the 2019 Tri-State Hoops Throwdown event here in the Carl York Center Gymnasium at Fairland High School. Tonight's game features the home team, Fairland Lady Dragons, entertaining the Meigs Lady Marauders. With me tonight, bringing the broadcast, is the head football coach of the Fairland Dragons and the All-American from Marshall University, Melvin Cunningham. Fairland comes into the game at 10-4 off a 5-point loss to the Iron Fighting Tigers this past Thursday night. And Meigs comes in at 9-6. What are your thoughts on, before we start on this, what did you think about that last game?
Anytime you go down and you play one of your rivals in Ironton, and it's going to be a tough night. They were on the road, and they end up coming up short. But Coach Buchanan's just going to use that as a teaching tool. It's a process, and he's just going to look at it as getting better day by day.
Well, I tell you, I talked to him a little bit this evening. They were 5 of 31 on 3-point field goal attempt, and 5 of 15 at the free throw line, along with missing a big rebound when they had cut it to 3 and fouled. I went to the game, and it was a good game, but for some reason we don't shoot very well against them. But you got to give the Iron credit; they played hard, and they shot, I think, 55% or something like that. It was they played well in their gym. That's a tough place to play.
Oh yeah, they really do. I think that like I said, Coach, he understands that they didn't truly shoot the ball well, and then when you miss 10 free throws, it comes back to haunt you. It's a 5-point game. You miss 10 freebies, and I'm just looking forward to how they bounce back from that. I mean, they're really a relatively young team. You look at Allie Marshall, Kelsey Warnock. Those were the only two that really got substantial minutes last year. Harley played some, but I mean, coming off the bench, you're coming off with Emma Marshall and Jessica King, who's a freshman. So this is a young team. Every game out there learning, and you can see them just getting better game by game.
Coach, I have been really impressed with Emma Marshall. She really brings a lot of energy to the game when she comes in, and she's a great on-ball defender. She really gets up in you and sits down and plays really good defense, gets her hands on a lot of balls, and kind of creates havoc for the offense. And Lyons and Marshall, Allie Marshall, man, they could turn a game around. Allie played a great game against Ironton. She took the ball to the hole real well and scored well. But when you miss 26 three-pointers and 10 foul shots, you can look back and say, yeah, if we'd have made 3 foul shots and 1 three-pointer, we'd have won.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But they facing the team tonight, the Lady Marauders. They're coached by head coach Jared Kasem. He's in his 3rd year. They're 9-6, and they, I think they won their last game, but the game before that they lost by 9 points to Benton County. Benton County is a Division II ball club with a 13-0 record. Last I checked, could be more now, and rated number 7 in the state of Ohio in Division II. So this team is probably, it looks to me like they don't have a lot of height, but they got a lot of speed, and they'll probably get up and down the floor and ought to make for a great game tonight.
Oh, yeah, it definitely should be. And, it's just going to end a great night of basketball here at the Carl York Center. It's last game, Boyd County and Parkersburg, man, what a game.
It was a great game.
Hey, seeing Boyd County come back like they did, but, the Wheeler girl, Savannah's pretty special, isn't she?
Yeah, this is a really nice event for girls basketball. I think they started around 10 o'clock this morning with a couple of middle school games, and then the high school team started around noon, and they've been playing ever since. And that game with Parkersburg and Boyd County was billed to be a great game, and it turned out to be just that. Boyd County was down by as many as 12, I think, and it came storming back in the 3rd quarter and took a 5-point lead. But how athletic is that Parkersburg team? Those two guards,
Man.
22 and 32.
You know, not only athletic,
Man.
they were long.
And they could jump out of the gym.
And think about this. That Parkersburg team got beat by St. Joe by, I think they said 28 points, Coach. 28 points, St.
By
Joe.
who?
St.
Joe?
St. Joe
Oh, my
beat
goodness.
this Parkersburg
I wondered
team
where they had played
by
them. And I thought,
28 points.
Lord have mercy.
And you're telling me St. Joe's a single-A team in West Virginia, right? You know, I mean, you know, Huntington must have a whole bunch of talent over there, don't they, Coach?
I know Coach Shannon Lewis. He helped with my daughter when she was playing AAU.
Yeah.
Him and Larry Lambert. God rest his soul, great guy. And Shannon's doing a great job recruiting. That's all I can say.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, you know, I just think that's, you know, hey, tip their hat to them. I love what they're doing, and I don't have any. I don't mind. Allow kids to go where they want to go. But if you're going to allow them to play, they can keep their enrollment where they want to and play where they want to. I mean, it's definitely not even grounds. Because if any other school over there goes and picks a player, or we would, you know, that'd be like us getting the best of. Let us pick a couple out of Kentucky, a couple out of West Virginia, here around Ohio, and let's go play every time. We would be pretty special as well.
There's a lot of schools that have been accused of doing such a thing. I know Fort Thomas Highlands, they won 5 or 6 straight 5A championships, and they're right there real close to Cincinnati, Ohio, and people accuse them of drawing kids from all over. But you know, the law when I was or the rule when I was coaching was you could move over one school district from one school. Like if you went to Fairland, you could go to Chesapeake, but you couldn't bypass Chesapeake and go to South Point.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it is today. But I know that when you go up to the state tournament, you see a lot of parochial schools there.
Oh, absolutely.
Because of their ability to draw kids from anywhere in the country, really.
Exactly. I mean, you know, that's what's made basketball here at Fairland special. And you know, being an individual that didn't grow up here and kind of planting roots here over the last several years, looking at what Coach Buchanan has done with this girls program and where he's been able to lead them. Look at where Coach Speed's been able to lead our boys basketball team, and it's really been with kids that's from Fairland. And that's what's special. I mean, we're going up there, you see Rogers-Bacon, you see Cleveland, St. Philip, St. Joseph's, St. Vincent, St. Mary's, and Fairland High School. I mean, tip your hat. These guys, Coach Buchanan, the things he does is special. And right here in a minute, you get ready to see it at tip-off. He does a great job regardless of who sits on this bench of getting them ready to play.
Yeah, it has a lot to say for the public school system when one of your teams should go up there and then end up facing 3 parochial schools. It's a big deal. And usually when that happens, you'll also notice that most of the fans are from that public high school.
Oh, absolutely.
They just fill the place.
They really do.
And it's not just people from this area. I remember when these girls went up there 2 years in a row, there's people from all over Lawrence County go up there and support them, and that's the way it should be.
It is.
And it's feather in their cap, really.
Oh,
okay, we're just about ready. We're about 10 seconds from the starting lineups. Some of the sponsors tonight are State Farm, Ricky Shifco, Insurance, City National Bank. I'm sure there are others. We will.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we're going to get ready to introduce the starters for tonight's game.
Marauders and your Fairland Dragons. Starting lineups for your Meigs Marauders. Number 22, Taylor Schwartz.
Starting lineup for the Meigs Lady Marauders will be number 22, Taylor Schwartz, number 23, Marissa Noble, who's a senior as well as Schwartz, number 24, Maddie Fields, who's a senior, number 30, Cassidy Betzing, another senior, and freshman, number 32, Mallory Holly.
You know, they're definitely senior laden, and that, you know, that's a big thing. You're probably going to see a real poised team out there today.
And now for the Fairland Dragons, number 2, Harley Lyons, a 5'5" junior. Number 11, a 6-foot senior, Allie Marshall. Number 13, a 5'8" senior, Kelsey Warnock. Number 14, a 5'5" senior, Brittany Thompson. And number 23, a 5'5" junior, Jenna Stone.
You know, I tell you, you're only as good as the community around you. Ricky Schiffco and State Farm, the things City National Bank does for this community is just special. I mean, you know, being the head football coach here, being blessed to have that title, and you know, I mean, there's a lot of individuals that do a lot, but these two businesses in our community really does lend their hand and support to Fairland Athletics. We definitely appreciate those guys.
You can't have an event unless you have support, and we want to thank Ricky Schiffco, State Farm, and City National Bank for sponsoring this event. It's well attended, and people come out, and it's an all-day event. Starts at 10 o'clock in the morning, and this game will probably be over sometime around 10:30. So you're talking 12 and a half hours of solid high school or middle school basketball. And ready for the tip. It's controlled by number 22, Taylor Schwartz. Over to number 30, Cassidy Betzing. Looks left, throws left. Schwartz on the right wing. The 34. 30, Betzing. Fairland in there. 1-2-2 zone. Shots up by number 22, Taylor Schwartz. Off the rim, rebounded, and up the floor comes Thompson. Over to Marshall. Looks left wing to Lyons. Back to Marshall. Passes down low to Thompson. Back out to Lyons. Over to Thompson on the left wing. Lyons lets one go from the top of the key. It's off the back of the iron. Rebounded by number 22, Taylor Schwartz.
You know, Harley's really been shooting the ball pretty well over, you know, with the exception of obviously Ironton. We didn't shoot it well, but, you know, against South Point here, she really shot the ball well.
Schwartz puts one up, gets her own rebound, back out, over to the right wing, inside, passes, picked off by Warnock, over to Thompson. Thompson goes to the left wing. Lyons drives in, puts one up, gets blocked, and up the court comes number 30, Betzing, puts one up, gets blocked. Number 32 lets one fly from three-point range. And Schwartz puts one up, gets her own rebound, and then gets blocked, and a jump ball is called.
Man, they're killing them on the boards right now. Fairland definitely has to take away some of these second chance opportunities that Meigs has gotten on these first two trips of the game.
Fairland brings the ball up the court, over to the left wing to Thompson. Out the lines, dribbles right, down the lane, puts one up, and it's no good. Rebounded, kept in play by Allie Marshall. Shot put up by Jenna Stone. She misses. Rebound by number 32, Holly, and is fouled by Stone. Both teams seem to be feeling each other out right now.
Looks like Becca Pullins has checked in here for Meigs as well. She's also a senior. They definitely have a lot of seniors that's getting playing time here.
Fairland giving The Lady Marauders a lot of trouble with their zone defense right now. And head coach Jared Casey calls timeout. We'll try to get him into a better offensive rhythm. Both coaches got their clipboards out. Just looking at them, they're both working feverishly.
Man, it's so different sitting up here instead of being the guy that's over there doing all that.
A lot easier. We never miss a call. Or
hey, man, I'm telling you, I don't understand what they're writing down there on them boards. That's crazy.
How about let's put the ball in the hole?
Yes.
Okay, inbound the ball with Mallory Holly into the backcourt. She gives it to 24 Fields, back to Holly. Inside to Betsing. Three-point shot is up and off the iron. Rebounded by Meigs again. Another three-pointer from the corner. It's off the mark. Allie Marshall comes out there with it. Heads up the floor. Over to Thompson. Thompson cross court to Lyons. Launches a three. And it's off the back iron. There's a fight for the ball. Lyons.
That was a good look by Brittany, finding your shooter in transition. I mean, that's the right time to try to find shooters because, that's the time the defense eyes is definitely not on them.
You can get a lot of easy looks when it's in transition, especially on a kick out. Fields brings the ball up and over to the right elbow to Paulins. Paulins cross court, intercepted by Stone. Stone down the left side, and it's batted away. And Holly takes it in and goes for a layup, which is rejected by Allie Marshall, out of bounds.
Man,
the ball will belong to Meigs.
She's such an athlete. I mean, the ground she covers. I've not seen. A lot of people, we talk about changing the game on the offensive end. Allie Marshall changes the game on the other side of the court, and that's the thing that I love about her the most.
Yeah. When she wants to turn it on, she's got the jets in her tennis shoes. Paulins drills a two-pointer from the left corner.
Looked like we had Allie Marshall check in as well. That's
Emma.
Emma Marshall. I was getting ready to call her by my nickname for her. I call her number 2.
Yeah. Well, they get the ball down low to Kelsey Warnock, and she makes a nice move in the post and up and over, and we're tied at 2. Fairland in their press. Meigs breaks it. Gets a good look inside and misses the layup, and Warnock pulls down the rebound and is fouled.
Once again, Allie Marshall's effort getting back on defense changed that shot and caused her to miss that layup.
Freshman Jessica King is checking in for Jenna Stone.
Also, Bailey Rowland has checked in for Kelsey
Bailey
Warnock.
Rowland, number 4, 5'6" junior. And Jessica King, a 6'1" freshman. Marshall brings it up, gets it knocked away, up to her sister. Ball's reversed by Lyons, over to Marshall, back to Lyons. Three-pointer is up and off the back iron. Emma Marshall with the offensive board.
Nice
and
look.
Nice pass inside to Lyons, and a blocked out of bounds by Mallory Holly. Good block. Rolling inbounds, looking, inside King. King's shot is up and off the glass, no good. Meg pulls down the rebound. Pass out front to number 22, Taylor Swartz, and she drains the three. 33, excuse me. Paulins.
She's came off the bench and hit both their shots. So she's came off and definitely provided offense for them.
Lyons puts up another shot from the top of the key, just inside the three-point line, and she drains it, and the score is 5-4, Meigs Marauders. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Fairland. Meigs will inbound the ball on the baseline. 33, Pollins inbounds the ball. Fairland's in their trap, and Emma Marshall knocks the ball out of bounds. That's the kind of energy that she brings to the game. She's ready to get after it defensively.
Yeah, you're so used to seeing in the past Allie on top of this press, and now Emma has stepped in and doing a lot of the things that Allie has provided. Just getting her hands on the ball and changing the game on that side of the floor.
Poland takes the ball baseline, passes cross court, and number 23, Noble, is fouled by Rollins, her first foul, and Meigs will inbound it on the baseline. Inbounds up top to Poland. Over to Betsing. Betsing puts the ball up, and it's an air ball. Rebounded by Meigs. Emma Marshall steals it. And the Lady Dragons coming up the court. Warnock takes it. The left-hand layup is fouled, and we'll get 2 shots. 1:42 to go here in the first quarter. And still a very low-scoring game, 5-4 Meigs. First shot is up and in. Warnock puts up the next one. It's off the front edge. Pass down court. Wide open, number 22, Taylor Schwartz, misses the layup, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Lady Dragons. Score now 5-5. Ball's being inbounded by Poland. To Betsing. Betsing cross court to Schwartz. Schwartz back up top. Betsing makes a move to the middle and banks it off the glass. Emma Marshall brings the ball up across the timeline. Hands off to Sister Allie. Allie over to Brittany Thompson. Back to Emma. Emma inside to Allie Marshall. She's up. And it's off the glass. Rebounded by Warnock. Ball swung around. Back to Marshall at the top. Warnock on the left wing. Emma Marshall at the top of the key. Lets it fly, and it's off the back iron. Meigs pulls down the rebound. And there's a foul by Bailey Rollins. Meigs will inbound the ball on the baseline. Poland inbounds to Schwartz. Schwartz to Poland. And it's an air ball off the glass. Rebounded by Marshall. Brought up the court by Brittany Thompson. Over to the right wing. From Marshall to Warnock. Warnock off the pick to Marshall. Swings it out to Thompson, who airballs a 3. Meigs with the rebound. Inside to Betsing. Betsing back out front. Back inside.
Good defense right there by Kelsey.
Warnock rebound. And at the end of the first quarter, it's the Meigs Marauders 7 and the Fairland Lady Dragons 5. Oh, they ended the quarter with a foul. And they say Warnock was attempting a 3, and he's called a foul, so Warnock's going to get 3 foul shots here, Coach. First one's up and off the back iron.
I tell you, Kelsey does. Kelsey's a really good all-around basketball player. She does everything well, but I think the one thing she brings to this team is just tenacity and rebounding.
Absolutely.
She really gets after it.
She's a workhorse.
She's definitely been one of my favorite players that I've got an opportunity to watch around here for the last several years.
Well, she made 1 of 3 free throws, and now the score at the end of the quarter is 7-6, Meigs. Taylor Schwartz going to inbound the ball. She's left wing, pass inside the post, down the baseline. Cross court to Betsing. Betsing out top to Schwartz. Schwartz turns and shoots, and air balls out of bounds. Fairland ball. Allie Marshall inbounds the ball to Warnock. Warnock brings it up the left side. Passes down inside to Stone. Stone outside to Emma Marshall for a 3, and it's off the back iron. Rebounded by Allie. Saved by Warnock to Stone. Stone inside to Marshall. Marshall back out on top to Stone. Allie Marshall with the ball. Over to Stone. Thompson swings it through Marshall over to Warnock. Warnock to Stone at the top of the key, and she drains a 3. And Fairland has their first lead of the game, 9-7. Meigs having a hard time getting it inbounds.
I tell you, Jenna Stone's really had a really good season thus far.
Brittany Thompson steals the ball at half court. Emma Stone goes in, or Emma Marshall, excuse me. Misses the layup, rebounded her own shot. Shots up by Brittany Thompson, misses everything, and the ball's out of bounds to Meigs.
That was definitely, right there is definitely an unselfish play there by Allie. You know, she has an open 3. She passes it up to go across the court to Brittany. And, last time in this gym here, Brittany put on a show shooting the basketball. And, Allie remembers that. And that's a true leader right there when you give up of yourself to try to make your team better. I mean, that's definitely a great look by Allie.
Meigs inbounds the ball, brings it up. Shots off the iron. Number 22, Schwartz, gets her own rebound. Betsing inside. And the ball is lost by Hawley on the baseline. Fairland inbounds. Warnock throws the ball all the way to half court. Cross court to Stone, who drives the baseline and gets swatted out of bounds. Stone inbound the ball. Left wing to Thompson. Thompson up top the lines. Line lets it go, and it's off the glass to the right. Fields to top of the key to the right side. Number 30. Fields gets the tap out by Marshall. Back to Fields. Sets her feet, lets it go to foul line, and it's off to the left. Warnock with another rebound. Brings it up the right side. Up to Stone. Back out to Warnock. Warnock driving left down the lane. It's up and off the iron, and she'll get 2 shots.
You wouldn't know it by the score of the game at 9-7, but Meigs has done a great job of pushing the ball, transitioning up the floor, but equally as great has been the transition defense of Fairland. I mean, they do a great job of getting back, stopping the ball, and then that 2-3 matchup, just to watch how they move and really cover for each other is really, it's just a testament of just how well they're prepared from their coaching staff.
This team looks to be fairly athletic. They don't look like they're real tall, but they are rebounding the ball, getting a lot of offensive rebounds. Neither team shooting very well. We have a foul on Stone. Stone is replaced in the lineup by Emma Marshall. Meigs passing the ball around the perimeter. In the corner, back out front to Fields, who puts a shot up. It's off the board. Oh my. Allie Marshall rebounded the ball, pushed the ball up the lines, and she misses the gimme. Meigs pulls down the rebound, takes it inside, and Warnock makes a great defensive play to deny the ball and steals the ball. Inside from Lyons to Marshall, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Fairland Lady Dragons basketball on the baseline with 4:41 to go in the half, and the Dragons leading 10-7. Pass inside.
Great job. Oh, but she didn't finish. Great move right there by Kelsey.
Right. It's a good post move. Nice drop step. Just shot a little too hard off the glass. Meigs rebounds the ball and brings it up the court. Inside, number 22, Schwartz. Schwartz makes a move, kicks it back out to Poland. Poland up top to Fields. Fields now between the circles. Back inside the post. A three-point attempt by Schwartz is off the iron and rebounded. Emma Marshall brings the ball up. Passes to the left side to Allie. Allie Marshall back to the top. And they've got a reaching foul on number 30, Cassidy Betzing. Warnock brings it into Marshall. Marshall kicks it back out to Emma Marshall. The Lions. Back to Allie Marshall. Back to the top. The Lions attempts another three. And in and out. Rebounded by Poland. Poland pushes up to Bensing. Back out to Schwartz. Fields, excuse me. Shot in the corner by number 23, Marissa Noble. She drains it, and it's just inside the three-point line, and the score is now 10-9.
Man, it's been a lot of basketball play, but, you know, definitely both teams are not shooting the ball well, but, you know, sooner or later these shots are going to fall because both teams has had pretty good looks at the basket.
You can't make them if you don't shoot them.
Hey.
Let her fly.
Hey, I like that.
There's this philosophy. You shoot yourself into a slump, and the only way out of it is to shoot yourself out of it.
Hey, what if you had a player like me that couldn't shoot? Did I still have the green light?
No, you'd have a seat down there about the third or fourth. Melvin, you can't tell me you can't shoot. Don't tell me.
Oh, I'm being honest. I could shoot a layup.
Well,
hey, I could play defense.
Defense will get you a lot of playing time.
All right. Well, I'm glad. I started not liking you right there when you told me you just have a seat on the bench, Coach. Well,
you know, it's still the greatest coaching tool. You know that, don't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, Fairland has the ball. Swings the ball left. Lions to Emma Marshall. Marshall back up top the line. She lets her fly again. And that's just a tough in and out. Allie Marshall rebounds it, puts it up off the glass, misses it. And Jessica King rebounds the miss and puts it up and in off the glass. And that's a good sign right there, Coach. See her shooting the ball. And Meigs kicks the ball up. And Poland drains a three from the right corner. Fairland brings it up across the timeline.
I think Poland has 8 of their 12 points, Coach.
And that's an offensive moving screen called on Jessica King. Each team with 5 team fouls. 2:24 to go in a half. Scores 12-12. Not a high scoring contest, but a competitive basketball game nonetheless. Pass inside. baseline or foul line. And the pass picked off by Warnock. She brings it across the timeline. Warnock dribbles to the right wing. Passes off to King. King misses the shot. Foul called on Kelsey Warnock. Meigs rebounds the ball, and Warnock's called for a hold. And Meigs will have it on the baseline. Fields inbounds the ball to Betzing. Betzing back to Fields. Fields walks it up across the timeline. Over to the right wing. Alyssa Smith. Smith outside to Schwartz. Schwartz back to Pauling. Back to Smith. Smith to Pauling. Pauling back to Smith. This zone seems to be giving him a lot of trouble. But the ball is swung to the left corner. Taylor Schwartz drains a three, and it's now 15-12 Meigs.
Meigs does a really good job of moving the ball to both sides of the court.
Oh, my. Well, Fairland just wasted another opportunity. Emma Smith missed a layup on a really nice pass from her sister Allie. Ball's on the court.
Man, what an effort right there.
That is
what? I mean, she's
Allie Marshall on the floor. And she causes a jump ball. And it'll be Fairland's basketball. Allie inbounds to Emma. Emma brings the ball up the court. Crosses the timeline. Passes right elbow to Marshall. Marshall fakes a handoff, drives left, and misses the layup, but she's fouled and will go to the line.
Kelsey's really attacked the rim really well, and you know, I know that knowing Kelsey right now, she's frustrated with herself because she ain't seen any of them go in, but she's really did a great job of attacking the rim, and you know, she just needs to keep going because they're going to foul her, and once again, she's back on the line putting points on the board, but those will start falling here for her.
Warnock puts up the first free throw, and it's in. There's another one coming. It's up and off the iron. Foul is on Lyons. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 at the other end as Lyons got called for the shove. And Poland will go to the line. Becca Poland's a senior. Shot is up and in. One more to go. Schwartz checks in for Hawley. And Poland puts up the second one, and it's in. Fairland brings the ball up across the timeline. Emma Marshall off to Allie Marshall. Marshall swings it left. Lyons back to Marshall. Inside to Allie Marshall. Move in the post. The shot is up and good by number 33, Mia Howard, who checked in. Nice little shot on the baseline there. Nothing like getting that offense from your bench, I'm telling you. Meigs inside, back out. Poland cross court to Schwartz. 1 second left in the half. And Schwartz Fields puts up a shot, and it's off the glass. And we're here at halftime of the 2019 Tri-State Hoops Throwdown, and we've got a low-scoring affair. But Meigs has held on to a 2-point lead. It's 17-15 half. Welcome back to the Carl York Center here at Fairland High School in the second half of our game between the Fairland Lady Dragons and the Meigs Lady Marauders, who are holding on to a slim 17-15 lead at halftime. Here are the scoring numbers for the first half. For the Dragons, Harley Lyons has 2 points. Jessica King, 2 points off the bench. Kelsey Warnock leads the Dragons with 6 points. Jenna Stone, 3 points, and Mia Howard, 2 points. Allie Marshall failed to score in the first half. That's got to change. For the Meigs Lady Marauders, Marissa Noble, 5 points. Katie Betzing, 2 points. And coming off the bench and leading all scorers is Becca Paulins with 10 points.
Yeah, Becca's really did a good job. I mean, she's spaced the floors for Meigs, and they've been able to knock down a couple of threes. But
I think this game could be busted wide open by the first team that gets a little bit of rhythm offensively and drains 2 or 3 3-pointers, and then the next thing you know, we could have a runaway. But look, right now it's got the makings of being a barn burner because neither team has got into an offensive rhythm yet.
No, they definitely haven't. And Fairland's missed a lot of easy shots, and they definitely have to finish around the rim. I mean, they've had a lot of shots inside the paint and has been off. But like you said, Allie Marshall definitely has to score for this unit. And,
I would make it a point to get the ball inside to her. Meigs inbounds the ball. Maddie Fields out top, dribbling between the circles to the right wing. And they lose the ball out of bounds. Number 22, Taylor Schwartz, tries to save it, and it goes across the baseline. It'll be Fairland ball.
I'm surprised that he didn't come back out with pulling on the floor. I mean, as well as she played the first half. I mean, and they start scoring when she was on the floor.
Know it. Well, I'm sure we haven't seen the last of her.
Oh, definitely.
Fairland has the ball, lines up top, dribble handoff to Stone. Stone over to Warnock. Warnock to Thompson. Back up top to Warnock. Warnock dribbles down inside and loses the ball. And it's picked off by number 23, Marissa Noble. Out front from Hawley. Noble has the ball. Dribbling between circles to the left wing. Passes to the high post to Betzing. Betzing out the circle to number 30, Betzing. Betzing from the right wing drains a 3, and it's now 20-15. Fairland inside to Marshall.
That's one.
Shot is up and off the glass, but she's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Marshall's first shot is up and in. A signee at Cedarville College, soon to join her teammates from last year. Cassidy Chapman. She misses the second, rebounded by Betzing. Betzing drives down the lane, pulls up. It's off the back iron, and it's rebounded by number 22, 32, Mallory Hawley. Hawley pulls down the rebound, takes it back up, and is fouled by Allie Marshall. Hawley at the line for 2, sinks the first one, and it's 21-16. Uh-oh, we got a lane violation there, it seems like.
I didn't see either one of them punch it in, though.
And I did not see it. Second shot is up and in. And Meigs has their largest lead of the night at 22-16. Thompson dribbles down the left side over to the Lions. Lions over to Marshall. Marshall makes a move to the baseline. It's up off the glass and rebounded by number 32, Hawley. Hawley up the court over to 24, Maddie Fields, and she sinks to the jumper from the left block. Fairland brings it up the floor. Thompson reverse dribbles and is fouled by number 24, Maddie Fields. It's her first, team number 2.
I'm telling you, you've seen it earlier today with Colgrove. I mean, and didn't play particularly well. Fairland's not playing particularly well right here, and they play each other on Monday night in the big OVC matchup. I just wonder, sometimes do you overlook where you are? I mean, you're not present in the here and now, and sometimes these things happen because you're looking at what the next day is going to hold.
They call that looking ahead, I believe. Meigs inbounds the ball. Betzing brings it up the court. Bounce pass to the baseline. Free put up by Fields, and she drains it. Maddie Fields has extended the lead to 11 points. And Fairland coach John Buchanan calls a timeout.
You know, I had the opportunity to come in here one day this week and watch the Fairland JV team play, and I'm telling you, it was great to come in here and get an opportunity to watch some of these young girls play. Watching the Brumfield girl, I mean, shoot the ball was spectacular here. And then I'm telling you, the Penix girl, I think that's one of the prettiest shots that I've seen. I mean, I wish she would just understand if she would dedicate herself to a weight room and get stronger, she could really be a good basketball player here at Fairland.
Fairland inbounds the ball. Thompson brings it up to the right elbow to Marshall. Marshall takes a couple dribbles to Stone. Stone dribbles down the right side. Thompson cross court to Warnock. She dribbles to the right wing. Handoff. Stone. Stone to Lyons. Lyons to Thompson. Back to Lyons. Nice drive down the lane. She misses. Marshall rebounds. Takes it back up, and she's fouled. Maybe a couple shots going through the rim here to get her going, Coach. Marshall eyes the basket, drains the first shot, and the lead is 10.
I like this sub here, bringing Emma back into the game. I mean, I think that the first half, she definitely got her hands on a lot of balls. Hopefully we can get some turnovers here with her in the game.
Marshall's second shot is up and good, and I agree. She can bring energy. She's pressuring the ball out front right now over to Fields. Fields turns down the shot, poses to the corner, and Noble puts up a shot, and it's off the glass. Warnock rebounds, brings the ball up, dribbles down the lane, makes a move, kicks back out to Stone. Stone up and off the iron. And call goes against Fairland Dragons. Warnock pushing from behind. It'll be Meigs ball on the baseline. Inbounded to Swartz. Swartz brings it up. Fairland's in a 1-2 through half court. And now they drop back. Betzing gets the ball at the high post, passes, and it's knocked out of bounds by Warnock. It'll be Meigs ball on the baseline. Swartz to inbound. She's looking, and she's picked off by Warnock. Warnock brings it up. Pass down the left wing. Back out to Emma Marshall. Turns down the shot, and the ball is stolen by Fields. Fields up to Noble. Noble to Becca Pollins, who's come checked in for Meigs. Nice post move. Drop step by number 32, Mallory Hawley. And she is fouled by Allie Marshall. She's at the line shooting 2. First shot is up and off the iron to the right. Hawley's second. It's up, and it's good. Back out to a 10-point lead for Meigs, 28-18. Emma Marshall brings the ball up the right wing to Jenna Stone. Stone, couple dribbles. Up top, Warnock. Warnock to the left wing, Lyons, and she lets one fly from about 27. And it's off the rim. Betzing to Pollins. Pollins' shot is blocked and rebounded by Warnock. Warnock takes the ball, gives the ball out to Stone. Back out to Warnock, hands off to Marshall. Emma Marshall to Lyons. Lions on the left wing to Allie Marshall. She's looking. Back to the top to Stone. Stone over to Lions. Lions to Warnock. She takes a dribble. Allie Marshall goes down the right side and puts a shot up, and it's off. And a nice save in there by Meigs. Marissa Noble. Shot is up and doesn't draw anything. Lions rebounds over to Stone. Stone goes baseline. Makes another move, and they call her for double dribble. It'll be Meigs' ball on the baseline. Fields inbounds to Paulin. Paulin back to Fields. Fairland applying pressure now. Emma Marshall picks the ball up. And checking in for the Dragons is Bailey Rowlands. Paulin puts a shot up from the left wing. It's off the iron. And Allie Marshall pulls down a rebound. Out to Emma Marshall. Emma Marshall down the lane, kicks out to Lions. Lions lets it fly, and it's off the iron. Man, her shots look good. She just can't get anything to fall right now. Warnock rebounds and is fouled on the putback.
Foul Schwartz for third, team fourth.
That foul was on Taylor Schwartz, her third. Warnock's first shot is up and in. And
Kelsey's done a good job tonight, at least giving them extra shots and
yes,
being aggressive to
second shot is up and good.
Being aggressive and getting to the foul line.
Cut the lead to 8. Hawley brings it up the floor, hands it back out to Fields. Fields to the high post. Back. And Paulin puts one up from the left wing, and it's off the iron, and Allie Marshall pulls the rebound. Gives it to Warnock, and she's fouled by Mallory Hawley.
Hawley for third, team fifth.
Warnock inbounds the ball to Emma Marshall. She walks it up. Across the timeline over to Allie Marshall. On the left wing to Lions, down low to Warnock.
That's in there.
Great save.
Looked like that was on line.
Bailey puts up a three, and it's off the iron. Fairland rebounds. Allie Marshall drives to the basket, and she's fouled. Betzing, third foul, and checking in for Betzing is Elisa Smith. And on the inbounds, Warnock is called for an illegal pick. It'll be Meigs' ball on the baseline. Inbounds to Betzing. Betzing brings it up, and it's knocked out of bounds by Emma Marshall. Hawley inbounds to Betzing. Betzing brings it across the timeline. Makes a move, loses her footing, and they're able to save the ball in the right corner. And Emma Marshall comes up with a steal, passes the ball ahead, and it's picked off by Mallory Hawley, who takes the ball down and commits a charge. Nice charge taken there by Kelsey Warnock. Mallory Hawley is leaving the floor, and checking in. Marissa Noble. Shot up. Allie Marshall with the offensive rebound, and a pass out front is picked off by Schwartz. Schwartz lays it up, and it's off the glass. And knocked out of bounds by Meigs. It'll be the Fairland Lady Dragons basketball. 24 seconds to go in the third quarter, 28-20 Meigs. Meigs over to a wide open Lions, who puts up a three, and it's off. Marshall bats the ball away and steals it. Thompson for a three at the top, and she drains it. Pulls the Dragons within 5 with 3 seconds. And a foul.
That was a big talk. That's a big time make right there by Brittany.
Yeah, with 1 second to go, that was a good foul to give, but that was awful far away from the basket.
Yes, it definitely was. I mean, not even facing the basket. You know, so.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
So I guess that's that no harm, no foul. You know, they're not in the bonus, so, you know, but it's definitely a foul that didn't need to be made. But, you know, you right now you're down, you're looking for a spark. I like her effort.
Still anybody's ball game, 8 minutes to go. Starts fourth quarter, it'll be the Dragons' ball.
I think this right here is a big possession. I think they need to get points.
Without a doubt, to get a score here, and
it's a one possession game.
Footsteps. Warnock inbounds the ball out front to Thompson. Thompson brings it across the timeline. Looks left to Marshall. The wing to Stone. Stone back to Marshall. Marshall taking it to the basket. And she's fouled before the shot. She makes the shot. But it'll be a bonus situation for Allie Marshall. Foul occurred way before the shot, so it'll be a 1-on-1. I've never seen that. A bench warning? I didn't get no bench warnings. All I got were tees.
Well, you may have said a little more than he did, Coach. I mean, you know, I wasn't around during them times, but I definitely would have loved to be.
I got a couple times. Allie Marshall shot.
Were they deserved?
I probably without that.
Hey, to hear Coach Mike Jackson, my football coach, you didn't do any wrong. I mean, so I was waiting my whole life. I was excited to meet you, the perfect man. You know, that's what your wife says too, though.
Oh my goodness!
One possession game.
You want me to buy you dinner or what?
Hey, I'm never going to turn down a good meal.
Up and Fairland's applying full court pressure. Stone. Fields brings it up, across the line, breaks the pressure, out top, to the left wing to Poland. Poland back out top. Number 20, Elisa Smith. She passes off to Schwartz. She puts one up and is fouled on the shot. And she'll go to the line for 2. Taylor Schwartz at the line for Meigs, shooting 2. First one is up and in, and it's 29-25. Second shot for Schwartz. It's up. And it's off the rim, rebounded by Warnock. Warnock to Thompson. Thompson over to Emma Marshall. Allie Marshall. Inside Warnock. She puts one up, it's off the glass, and Allie Marshall rebounds, and she is fouled. So she'll go back to the line. 7:01 to go in the fourth quarter. Dragons trailing by 4. 2 big shots here, Coach.
That foul shot touched every part of the rim, didn't it? They didn't punch the last one, so I doubt they're going to punch this one either.
Second shot is up and good, and the lead is 3. Meigs being pressured. Across the timeline is Fields. Fields brings it up.
That's got to be 5 seconds, Coach.
Off to Smith. Smith out to Poland. Poland back to Smith at the top of the circle. Smith goes left. He gets tied up. Fields back to Poland. Poland for 3, and it's off the back iron. Rebounded by Kelsey Warnock. My daughter, Ashley, who's the assistant coach, told me that Warnock was approaching 500 rebounds. So I don't know if she's got it in this game or not. She needs to average like 7 rebounds a game. There's a good pass inside to Allie Marshall. Nice drop step and a bucket.
Well, she definitely got her 7 for the night.
Fine pressure. And Meigs coach, Jared Kasem, calls timeout.
Yeah, Kelsey definitely got her 7 rebounds for the night. That's all she needs to average.
Oh, I guarantee she's got at least 7.
She's been all over the place.
She's a workhorse. She does all the dirty work.
You know, that move right there by Allie that's what she needs to do. One dribble and get the ball up.
Right.
Even the move by Kelsey's making real strong moves in there, but I thought she took one extra dribble and it caused her body to be off balance to take the shot.
She's so tall. She needs to get the ball up around her head and above, and when nobody can reach it. And, I've seen her get the ball swallowed away or stolen a few times because she brings it down. But that was a nice move. Maybe that'll get her going now. We got a ball game. Dragons have cut it to 1 point. Meigs inbounds to Betsing. Betsing dribbles down the lane, and Emma Marshall gets her hands on it, but it's recovered by Meigs. Meigs over to Pollard. Pollard to Fields. Fields to Hawley inside the Betsing.
That's an elbow right there.
Had called a reaching foul.
It looked like
called a foul on Emma Marshall.
Yeah, it looked like the Meigs girl threw an elbow.
Well, we don't have instant replay, Coach. We can't go to the.
It seems like we need to talk
to
Butte next year. Maybe we can have a little bit of instant replay. I think we deserve it.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with the job that you do up here.
Cassidy Betsing is at the foul line. The first shot is up and in. And Meigs leads by 2, 30-28.
Mia's actually had some minutes here tonight, and really, she plays so hard.
She does.
She really gets after it.
Second shot is up and in by Betsing, and it's a 3-point lead. Emma Marshall brings it across the timeline. Looks left. Lyons over Warnock. Warnock brings it to the top. Right to Stone. Stone hands off to Lyons. Lyons to Marshall. Marshall over to Warnock. Back to Emma Marshall. She puts up a 3 and drains it. And she ties the score. 31-all with 5:18 to go. Meigs pushing the ball up the floor. Poland puts up a 3, and she drains it. And it's back to a 3-point lead. And unforced turnover by the Fairland Lady Dragons. Mia Howard is going to check in for Harley Lyons. Meigs inbounds the ball. Hawley to Betsing. Hawley takes it down the lane, kicks it out to the left corner. Back up top to Betsing. To Hawley. Hawley to Poland. Poland's back out top to Betsing. Betsing in the post to Hawley. Marissa Noble. Over to Fields. Fields out top. And there's a 5-second call.
Great defense right there by Jenna Stone.
Was that Jenna?
Yes.
Jenna Stone forces a 5-second call. And Lyons checks back in for offense. It looks like he's going to go defense for offense and vice versa here in the fourth quarter. Lyons to the left wing to Marshall. Marshall back up top, and it's stolen by Hawley, and Hawley goes the distance and lays it up. And it's back to a 5-point lead for Meigs. Lyons brings it down the floor. Left side to Marshall, over to Allie, back out top to Emma. And Jenna Stone knocks down a very much needed three-pointer for the Fairland Lady Dragons, and they cut the lead to 2. It was at 17-15 at halftime. Here we are with 4 minutes to go. So both teams are slowing down a little bit and starting to put the ball in the hole. This looks like it's going to be a white knuckler, buddy.
Oh, absolutely.
Meigs will inbound the ball on the baseline. Hawley gets it inside, or gets it up to Betsy. Betsy brings it down the court to the left corner for Becca Paulins. She knocks down the 3, and we've got a double foul. Oh, they called a double foul, and the one on the Meigs player was Cassidy Betsy, and that's her 5th foul. So they lose a pretty good ball handler, and the kid's got a lot of speed. I believe she is already signed to run track at Ohio University.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, read the paper today.
That's awesome. I mean,
Emma Marshall brings it off, hands it off to Allie. Allie Marshall, Lyons over to Emma. Emma down low to Allie. She kicks to Warnock, who misses the shot. Rebound by Meigs. There she is again. Emma Marshall makes a steal on the baseline, makes a nice bounce pass to Harley Lyons. She puts the shot up, but she's fouled.
You know, that's a good play right there by the freshman Emma Marshall. And once again, great vision.
She's a real spark plug. Harley Lyons puts a foul shot up and it goes in. I think she really needed to see that.
I may have to stop calling Emma number 2 and may move her up to number. No, I can't do that. She's going number 2. I got to make her earn number 1.
Lyons free throws are good. And it's a 3-point lead. The Meigs bring the ball up the floor. Poland with the ball on the left wing.
Good job. Good D.
Over to Fields. Fields dribbles across between the circles. And Schwartz dribbles the ball right out of bounds looking for a blocking foul, and she didn't get it. She just kept right on going out of bounds, and it'll be Fairland ball. With 3:02 to go and down 3. Allie Marshall inbounds the ball to sister Emma. Emma brings it across the timeline. Left to Warnock. Over on the left corner is Lyons. She dribbles baseline. Looking inside to Marshall. They get it inside. She makes a drop step. Up and off the glass and in. And it's a 1-point game. 39-38 with 2:40 left to go in the game. Meigs having trouble getting the ball at the floor. And it's a 10-second count. It'll be Fairland ball side out of bounds at half court with 2:32 to go and a down 1.
You know, here in these last 5 possessions, I mean, they've got a 10-second call, a 5-second call, forced a turnover, and, you know,
That's
the defense has been
defense.
great. Amazing
Great
pass right
out
there
of
by
bounds
Jenna.
play.
Amazing
Stole that out
pass.
of bounds play off me, by the way. Just leave the girl, your post player, open in the post and either lob it behind her or up to her. And perfect execution. Now they've got a chance to go up by 3. Stone on the run out.
Good pass right there by Kelsey.
Now Meigs is down 3. And out top to Fields. Fields outside to Schwartz. Schwartz Inside to Hawley. Hawley puts it up, gets her own shot, puts it up again, and is fouled.
I really like this number 32. She's real active around the basket for them.
She's just a freshman, Coach.
Oh, wow. So, yeah.
She's got good size, and she's doing a little bit of everything. Bringing the ball up the court, rebounding, scoring. Her first shot up is good.
Yeah, she's really active around the rim, and, actually she stepped outside the three-point line a couple times, too, and let it fly. So, definitely like to see how much she progresses as this goes forward.
Second shot is off the back iron, rebounded by Warnock. Passes across the court to Marshall, swings it back to her sister Allie. Allie to the left wing, the Lions. She drives baseline, puts up a shot. It's off the glass and rebounded by Pullen. Fields brings the ball across the timeline. 127 counting.
Right there, we didn't. That shot was a little forced there, and I mean, you got a 2-point lead. We could have worked. We need to work that around to get a better look. Oh, great defense right there by
There's
Allie.
a great block by Allie Marshall. Shot by Schwartz, swatted away and rebounded by the Dragons. Warnock takes the ball down the lane, and she's fouled by the freshman Mallory Hawley. And it's going to be 2 shots now on the double bonus. 57.9 to go in the game.
That's Mallory's also. That's her 5th foul as well.
Oh, my. They've lost 2 pretty good-sized girls. Both their tallest players anyway. Warnock's going to be at the line shooting 2. Wait, I think there's some problem with the clock.
Well, right there, you get 15 seconds to sub someone in.
That's
so
right.
I think he was just taking this opportunity to let his girls gain their composure. I mean, I understand you lose 2 players, but you're just down 2. I mean,
Really?
You're 1 basket away.
Warnock misses the first one, puts the second one up and switches it. And the Dragons are up 3 with 53 seconds to go and counting. Left wing, out front to Schwartz. Schwartz to Noble. Noble to Fields. Back outside to Schwartz. She puts up a 3 and it's off the front iron, rebounded by Warnock. Long outlet to her. So then they bring it back out top, and it's Warnock. I think she took a little exception to that shot she just took. And another player from Meigs is fouled out. Number 22, Taylor Schwartz, a senior. And Warnock goes back to the line.
Right here for Kelsey, I mean, this is the moments these seniors has to be seniors, isn't it? And I mean, it's easy for me. I'm sitting up here on top of the mezzanine. I can say it, but I'm not on the foul line. But they're up 3.
Well,
these are 2 big free throws. You're a different type of senior, ain't you?
Yeah, the one that doesn't need to be out there. Warnock's first shot is up and off the front iron. This is a big free throw right here with 29 seconds to go.
Hopefully I didn't put the whammy on her. I believe in her, though, that she's going to make this one.
There it
Look
is.
at that.
And the Dragons have a 4-point lead, 2 possession.
That's what winding down here, Coach. I mean, obviously they give the Ricky Schiffco players of the game. I mean, looking at both teams, what's your thought process right here?
My thought process is pretty simple. The girls have done all the dirty work, making big free throws.
I think we got
bring
the
the ball
same
up and down the floor. I mean, it's got to be Kelsey Warnock.
It has to be Kelsey Warnock. There's no
Without
doubt
a
about
doubt.
it. I thought her rebounding both sides of the ball, on the floor after the ball, and her attacking the rim, as I think was the reason that we were capable of getting our offense going. I think no doubt it's Kelsey Warnock on our side.
Well, that's between me and you, It doesn't matter what me and you think, I don't think.
They need to give us a vote, Coach.
They need to.
I mean, I think we're 2 pretty good guys at Fairland.
I
don't know if they think we are. I don't know if they think we are, but I think you're a great guy.
Coach,
I think I'm a great guy.
I forgot that you are a great guy. You took that team to the playoffs this year, buddy.
Oh, you know, we were blessed. I mean, I didn't do much, man. I had
You gotta have a little direction there.
My coaching staff is just
isn't it
amazing.
great to be surrounded by great people?
And then the players we had. You know, I'm just blessed to get to ride along on the ride with those guys. I'll be honest, I don't do much.
And Meigs brings the ball up the floor. Paulin drives down the lane. She's going to put up a shot, and she's fouled.
You know,
by
on that side of the ball.
Who was that? Number 2.
Harley
Lyons, her second. And Paulin's going to go to the line.
I think on that side, I think
Paulin's
Paulin's probably going to be the MVP or the Ricky Shifko player of the game on that side. I think she's really had a good game. I thought the freshman Holly really was active, but I thought Paulin was definitely the one that played well.
She misses the second one. Lyons rebounds, dribbles to the left side. She's fouled by Paulins, which is her third. Lyons will go to the line and shoot a 2-shot bonus. Looks like the Dragons going to pull one out here, Coach.
Yeah, definitely. They just kept playing and kept chipping away, and they were able to pull it through.
First shot is up and in, and it's a 5-point lead. 19.4 seconds to go.
I got to tip my hat to Harley tonight as well. I mean, her shot wasn't going in, but yet she continued to play.
Still playing.
And it wasn't, it didn't seem to be just about scoring with her. And, and when you're a scorer and your shot's not going through, sometimes the other aspects of your game lacks, but she did play hard.
The Lions made both free throws to put them up 6, and Meg brings the ball down the floor, and Taylor Schwartz drains one from about 24, and it's a 3-point game.
It's not over
yet.
Get
a quick foul here and send them to the line. They miss. You still got a chance to send this thing to overtime.
If I'm failing, I'm trying to get that ball into Harley's hands. I mean, I think that that's the one that you want on the foul line right now.
She just made I think she made her last 4. So I agree with you there. Get her the ball.
Fairland right now has to do 2 things. First, they got to get the ball in. Then they have to make the foul shots. The
key here is being strong with the basketball.
Oh, absolutely.
Got to be strong with the ball. There's 11 seconds left to go. There's plenty of time to extend this game by fouling, and hopefully they miss free throws. Warnock's going to inbound it. She throws across the baseline from to Marshall. Marshall brings it back to Warnock, and she has been fouled, pushed intentionally, and they call the intentional foul. So that means Fairland's going to get 2 free throws plus the ball out of bounds. That should do it.
What do you do? Wow.
I thought the coach was going to jump out there.
Every foul at this juncture of the game is an intentional foul, isn't it? I mean,
really? You're yelling foul.
Yeah, I mean.
But I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't think I agree with that call either. I mean,
she missed both free throws.
So
there's still a chance.
Same situation.
You look at there. If that hadn't been an intentional foul, Meigs would be taking the ball out.
Oh, absolutely.
There's 7.3, but Fairland's going to inbound the ball. They got to
inbound
inbound it, and
Meigs allowed too much time to run off the clock last time.
Bring it into Marshall.
What is she doing?
They don't foul her.
What is she doing?
And now they foul with 0.8 seconds to go. That must be a freshman out there.
Wow.
42.
That's
a senior.
They
Banks.
They allowed 11 seconds to dwindle to 4 before fouling. I mean, to 7, then 7 to dwindle down to 0.8.
Well, that shot is up and in. That's going to do it. That's a 4-point lead for Fairland with 0.8 seconds to go. Warnock's got 1 to go. The second shot is up and off the rim, and that's going to do it. The Fairland Lady Dragons have come back from a 10-point deficit and have won this game. Pretty ugly game, but nonetheless, you know, the final category is a W or an L, and they managed to pull out the win.
Yeah, you know, anytime you can put a mark on the left side of the column.
That's right.
Hey, you know, you did a great job as a team, and you did a good job as a coach. I mean, so hey, I know in my profession, what I coach here, I'll take it anytime. I don't care how ugly it is.
It's the final tally.
It's the final tally. So you get judged by wins and losses.
That's right. They don't renew your contract. Came close. Moral victories, I think they're called.
Oh man, I ain't never been happy about moral. I mean, you know, I learned from it, but I ain't never been happy about it.
All right, let's see how we do on this player of the game.
Hey, am I allowed to change if I don't pick the right one?
You probably will right after the announcement. Oh,
right
Paul,
there.
Yeah, we got one right. We got
you
one
did,
right.
Coach, did you pick her?
No, you didn't. But I agreed with you.
I didn't hear you agree. You
got to
man,
agree.
Coach, we got to be different. You got to pick somebody.
Well, we're one
did
for two.
One for two. Allie played well too, though. I mean, I thought
She played a lot better.
yeah, she was able to score second half. I thought defensively she was really good all game long, hustling back, changing shots. But you know, so
Okay, that's going to do it for the 2019 Tri-State Hoops Throwdown. Final score: Fairland Dragons 47, Meigs Lady Marauders 43. I'm Jack Harris, along with my cohort here, Melvin Cunningham. Thank you all, and have a good evening.
hey, thank you, Ricky Shipko. Thank you, City National Bank.